So what's up, guys? This is Sunny here. So today we'll be talking about 7 tips and tricks that I use to save money. Either you want to save money for emergency fund, you want to save money for a house, for rental property. This 7 tips and tricks will help you get there. But first of all, why I want to talk about this topic, because according to my research, 7% of Americans have less than $1,000 and they're saving. And I I believe that is a problem because people have emergency that come up throughout their life. Like, if your car is broken down and you have money to pay for the repair, or you have a medical emergency, and you have to pay for the medical bills. And if you can't pay for that, either you're gonna have to loan some money or use a credit card to pay for it. And if you're unable to pay for those debt because you barely have any saving, or you live paycheck to paycheck, then you'll start the debt cycle, and that's pay for it. So first of all, you have to plan and budget. So planning, you need to know how much you spend each month, how much income's coming in, and where your money's going. What I use is that I use Money Manager, or Manager Money. This one, it help you track how much you spent each month and where your money is going and how much income is coming in. Let's see, if you wanna save $3,000 and you can save $500 a month, so you have 6 months to accomplish your goal of $3,000 emergency fund. Planning and an intention to save is very important, because if you don't plan, you will fail, and you're not gonna follow through. That's why you plan ahead, and how you need to know how much you want to save, and you need to know when you'll reach that target of how much money you want to save. And that's my first tip. My second tip is that are to spend less on housing. Housing is very expensive, and it's for most people, it's the biggest expenses for a lot of people. That's why you need to spend less on housing. For example, how you could save on housing is that, for me, instead of renting an apartment of $1,400 or $1,500 in Southern California, I rented a room which is $600, and you save a lot of money instead of paying for another extra $1,000. I know it's a sacrifice, but this is how you save your money fast. My third tip is that spend less money on clothing. When I was younger, I used to buy a lot of clothing, and going to the mall every couple weeks or every month to buy new clothing. But I realized that people doesn't really care about what you wear anymore. And then I realized that when I look at my closet, I only wear 5 or 6 sets of clothing that I normally wear, and the rest I just wear it once or twice. And that's why I stopped spending money on clothing unless it's really necessary. And that's my third tip. And my fourth tip is that you need to look, let's say you like a $500 laptop. I look at it as how much money. I like In-N-Out, so I like it. My meal at In-N-Out cost me about $5 meal. So my laptop is $500, and In-N-Out meal is $5. So if I were to buy a laptop, I can buy 100 meals, and that's a lot of meals that I could, be satisfied for. Or you can look at how many hours you work. Let's see, if you make, $15 an hour, and you want to spend it on um a laptop that's $500. If you make $1,500, that's about, I would say, 30 hours, 30 to like 35 hours that you have to work. So it's pretty much like you need to look at, okay, how much money I could spend, or how much hours you need to work to spend on the items. And if you look at it that way, it's like 40-hour work, 40-hour of hard work, and to spend it on a laptop. That's to see if it's worth it or not. And my fifth tricks or tips is to eat out less. I usually, when I was in college, or when um, and I couldn't afford to eat out, so I usually cook a lot, and that's how I've been saving a lot of money. And also, you can save a lot of money instead of spending $500 eating out. You can spend 150 if you cook at home. So that's another way you can save money quick. And my sixth tip is that if you want to buy an items, and if you don't really need to buy an item, but you just have, let's say if you want to buy a new TV or a new laptop, let's say, again, let's go with the laptop again, and you still have an old laptop that's still working, but it's a little slow, but you see a laptop that you want, and don't buy it right away. Just wait 24 hours and see if you actually, after 24 hours, if you still really want it, then you get it. But usually after 24 hours, you don't really, for me, it's like I look at it, I don't really need it anymore. And that's how, you stop your spontaneous spending. I believe this is the trick that you can lower your spontaneous spending. And my seventh tip is that with all the saving, some people, they already max out on how much they can save. It's very limited on how much you can save, but there's no limitation on how much you can make more money. So if you already max out on how much you can save, I would suggest starting to have a side hustles, like um, either doing something that's Uber Eats, or doing other people chores and they pay you, and even starting YouTube channels to make extra incomes. So thank you guys for sticking to the end. So I have a bonus tip for you guys. So like Jim Rohn said, that you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with, or you spend the most time with, something like that. So if you want to be able to save money fast, you have to hang out with people, or talk to other people that they are smart with their money, they know how to save money, and they know how to invest. And just talk to them, see how, what their strategy, they could have different strategies to save money. And I think that's how you just keep learn other tricks to save money. And thank you for sticking to the end of the videos. And don't forget to click a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Thanks, guys.